Hi, my name is Greg Harmon, and I'm the Director of Special Services for Silver Lake Schools. Typically in the fall, we start talking with 4-year-old parents about kindergarten readiness. We usually have a parent night where we sit down and have this conversation, but due to COVID this year, obviously we're not having that meeting. So this video is designed to take the place of that. At this time, we want to start talking about, is your child ready for kindergarten, and what are some things that we can do to help them get that way? We use a survey called Ages and Stages Questionnaire, or ASQ. The ASQ is designed to have activities where you can do some things at home and see if your student is able to master certain tasks. If they're in our preschool program, obviously that's something that they work on every day at school. If they're in a private preschool, probably the same thing. Either way, it's good for you to know, where does your student stand as far as kindergarten readiness, and are there things that you can do at home to start helping them get ready for kindergarten? So the purpose of this video, as I said, is to show you some of these activities, have you do some things at home, and ask questions. If you have questions, contact our elementary school and ask the preschool teachers if there are some things that they would suggest that you do. Here are some activities, some examples of some of those things. Hopefully this is beneficial and you can start having a conversation at home. If you would like a copy of the ASQ, call the school and ask, and we'll send one home for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call. Thanks again, thanks for your understanding, and look forward to working with you.
Okay, so a way that you can practice doing personal and social is, I'll do the personal first. So this is Leah, she's my little helper, and so, okay, over here, Leah, we have some daughters. Can you go grab a red daughter? Good job. Now I want you to take the lid off your daughter, and I want you to go over there and dot that paper. Can you do that? All right, let's see it. Oh, good girl. Let's do, how old are you? Can you do 5 dots? There's 1. Nice. Okay, now put that lid back on and come put it back. Okay, so Leah did great. She followed all the instructions and she used our daughters and got the right colors. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Can you tell me, what is your favorite thing to do in our classroom?
Paint.
Oh, favorite thing to do is paint. Can you tell me 2 friends that you like to play with? Can you tell me their names?
Piper and Clara.
Piper and Clara? Okay, thank you, Leah. Okay, so some ways that you can practice at home is giving your child enough time to be independent. So giving them enough time to dress themselves, to put their shoes on and put their backpacks on, and it might take a little extra time, but that's something that you want to strive for. You want your preschooler to be as independent as they can. And also for the social part, if you can ask specific questions and seek answers that have, like I asked Leah 2 friends' names, so she had to tell me 2 specific friends, and then I asked her her favorite activity. So making sure that you're asking specific questions that have an answer, so then that way you can have a more in-depth conversation. So, all right. So Leah, can you go put your coat on for Miss Thomas, please? Can you put it on?
Yeah.
Oh, good job. You're doing good. Okay, nice. Now can you take it off and go put it right back there on that chair? All right, now I want you to take your shoes off. Okay. All right. So we'll take those shoes off. And then I want you to unstrap. Can you unstrap them to put them back on so that you can show them how you put your shoes on?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, now can you unstrap that one and put it back on? Oh, that's tricky. There you go, good girl. Okay, all done. All right.
Hi, I'm Lori Hamilton, and I'm the occupational therapist here at Silver Lake. I work mostly with children with gross motor and fine motor skills with a delay in those areas. And I just wanted to let you know a little bit what gross motor and what fine motor was. Gross motor is basically things that we use our big muscles for, like on the playground, going up and down stairs and slides, jumping, throwing balls, all those kinds of things. And on the gross motor portion of the evaluation, you could easily come over to the playground, or if you have a play set in your backyard, you can do all of the things on the list in just observing how your child is playing. Fine motor, on the other hand, are things that we use our fingers and our hands for, much smaller tasks. And those usually include scissor skills, copying skills, coloring, doing puzzles, doing buttons and different things like that. So I'm going to give just a short example of, with a little girl, of some of the things I'd like you to do for fine motor. You need very few things: a piece of paper, marker, maybe some scissors, shirt, and a puzzle. I want to show everyone the correct way of holding scissors. Leah, can you put your thumb is always in the little hole, your fingers are in the bigger hole, and all you really want to see is if they can open and shut the scissors, and I want you to hold the paper. I thought we usually cut with our right hand, and then you're going to hold the paper with your left. And for this age group, I'd like to be able to see them at least cut close to a line and cut clear through a piece of paper. Good job, Leah. I knew you could do that. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to put it right over here, but just remember that their thumb should be in the top one, in the circle, the small circle, and then their fingers in the opening and closing. You would like for them to cut away from their body instead of in or across. You want them to cut away from their body. Now, I'm going to give Leah a piece of paper. Do you want the purple or the green marker? Purple. Can you take off the lid? And on the eval, it just has a few things that they want to see if they can copy. The first one, Leah, can you make that? It should be really easy for you because it's the first letter of your name. Good work. The next one is a cross. Nice work. Just a straight line. And what's this? A circle. See how she's holding her marker? You'd like for them to pinch the marker between their thumb and their first finger, and you want it to rest on their middle finger, or they can use their middle finger to also help pinch. The other finger should be curled up under their hands. Leah, could you make a picture of a person? And at this age, you'd like to be able to see them at least have 3 or 4 facial parts or body parts. Leah's going to have way more than that. Good job. We have feet and legs and hands and arms, and you have all the facial features there. That is a very, very good drawing of a person for a child that's 4. Good job, honey. Thank you. All right. These are just a few of the things that are on the evaluation. One other one is to check to see if a child can undo buttons. And Leah, I want to see if you can undo the button, okay? Like this, and button it back. A simple shirt at home will be able to give you that information. Good job.
I know how to do
You know how to button. Can you button it back for me?
I know how to do
All right. Good job. All right, that's it. Thank you, Leah, for working so hard.
My name is Julie Erb, and I'm the speech therapist here at Silver Lake Grade School. And I'm going to be going over the communication section of the Ages and Stages questionnaire. And if you look at this for a 4-year-old, it just gives a few examples of skills that they should be developing related to language and vocabulary. A lot of these are things that you would just be able to work on with your child throughout daily routines, as far as answering questions, labeling items at home or at school, putting words together in sentences. You can always do this by spending a little bit of time every day reading with your child also. But Barrett here, we have a couple games that we play sometimes that work on these types of language skills also. So one thing we've done before, if you notice, one of the questions talks about using multi-step directions. So we played Simon Says, right?
Yeah.
And so following that, one way to kind of extend that game for your child to practice multi-step directions is, instead of just saying something like Simon says, clap your hands, we can make it a little bit trickier by saying Simon says, clap your hands and turn around. And we make it have 2 parts to it, right?
Yeah.
And another game we play is I Spy. And this one works on the skill of using different types of descriptive language. So instead of just labeling, we have to give different ways to describe something. So we're going to demonstrate that for you. So do you want to go first?
Yeah.
With I Spy? Okay, so you go ahead and give me my first clue.
I spy my little eye something yellow.
Something yellow. Okay, so then I can use different kinds of descriptive language to ask questions. So is it something that is shaped like a circle?
No.
No. Okay, is it something that's shaped like a rectangle?
Yes.
Okay, is it over beside the windows?
No.
Okay, is it beside the whiteboard?
Yes.
Is it the drawer? No? Oh no. Is it the dot marker?
Yes.
It is? Okay. Now I'm going to give you some clues, okay?
Okay.
I spy with my little eye something that is red.
Is it that?
No, I'm going to give you another clue, okay? It's something that bounces.
That's really easy. A ball.
It is, but do you see the ball?
That ball.
Yep, so where is it? Could you tell me with your words, where is the ball?
Inside the purple basket.
Inside the purple basket. So that's one other way that we can extend this game, is by talking about the location of items as far as inside, under, behind, beside. And this is a great game because you can play it in the car or if you're on the go, but it works on a lot of great language and vocabulary skills. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Denise Koelzer, and I am one of the special ed preschool teachers here at Silver Lake Elementary. And today we're just going to briefly talk about problem-solving skills and working on those with your child. The basis for that is obviously important for them for lifelong reasons. And some of the problem-solving base that we can start with is done really by playing games with your kids. Allowing them to make a decision, give them a group of animals and have them sort them by, ask them, how many ways can you think of to sort these? We could sort them by number of legs. They could sort them by, do they fly or not fly? Are they farm animals or zoo animals? There are multiple ways, and you want to encourage that multiple way of thinking for them to be a good problem solver. Another thing you can do is, as you're waiting in the car, in the store, is have them picking out letters give them a letter and see how many they can find right in the area that you're in, and talk about the sounds, and but having them be the problem solver of finding what you're wanting them to find. So Barrett is in my class this year, and he's helping me out today, and we're going to do just a little game to show you another way that you can work on those problem solving skills. Barrett, I'm going to give you some clues and see if you can guess what I'm talking about, okay? Okay. It is an animal that lives on a farm, and it gives us something that we can drink.
A cow.
A cow. Good job. What if I said, I'm thinking of something that can fly? What are some things you can think of that can fly? And it doesn't have to be just animals. A fly can fly, that's true. And what makes him fly? What does he have?
Wings.
Wings. Okay, what else can fly?
Birds.
Birds can fly. And do they have wings?
Yes.
Yeah, so lots of things that fly have wings. Can you think of something that might be up in the sky that can fly that's not an animal?
Airplane.
An airplane. And does an airplane have wings? They might call them their wings, but they don't move like an animal's wings, do they? Yeah, good job. And let's see, I'm thinking of something that has wheels.
A car.
A car has wheels. Good job. Anything else?
A truck.
A truck. Is there something that you can ride that has wheels?
A scooter.
A scooter has wheels. Good job.
A bike.
And a bike. Awesome. Good ideas. All right. So that's just a short example of fun little games you can play at any point in time, just to really get them having to think a little more on their own to build a solid foundation for those problem solving skills. Thank you.
I'm Miss Hoeffner, and I teach preschool here at Silver Lake, and we just wanted to talk to parents about some of the developmental skills that we teach in preschool and help kids learn, and we're going to talk about language and literacy today. And so I have my friend Miriam here that's going to help me read a book. And when you're reading with children, it's always important we look at hearing sounds in words, such as rhyming and hearing the first sounds that words have. We also talk about vocabulary, and we also ask a lot of like who, what, when, where, and why questions. So we're just going to read Brown Bear, Brown Bear. Is that okay? Yes? Okay, so here we go. Brown bear, what do you see? And this one has a lot of rhyming words in it, doesn't it, Miriam? And some animals too, right? Do you remember some of the animals?
A duck.
A duck. What else is in this book? What other animal?
A purple cat.
A purple cat. And do you remember any other animals? No. So let's read and see if we can find out. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Oh, did you hear those rhyming words? See, me. They both have E. They sound the same. They rhyme. Red bird, what do you see? I see a
yellow duck.
A yellow duck looking at me. Good reading. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a
Blue horse looking at me.
Ooh, you can even read some of those words. Now, who was the first animal? Do you remember?
The bear.
The brown bear. That's right. He was the first one. Blue horse, what do you see? I see.
Green frog looking at me.
Good job, green frog, what do you see? I see a
Purple cat looking at me.
Oh, yes, purple cat, what do you see?
A white dog looking at me.
That's it. White dog, white dog. What do you see?
A black sheep looking at me.
Look at that. Black sheep. What do you see?
I don't know.
What was that one called?
A goldfish.
A goldfish. I was just going to ask if it was a tuna fish or a goldfish.
I have goldfish at my house.
Do you have goldfish at your house? Where do they live?
In the sea.
At your house they live at the sea?
No, it's just a snack.
Oh, goldfish crackers. I gotcha. And there's a fish here and a sheep. Do fish and sheep sound the same, or fish and dish?
Fish and dish.
Fish and dish. Those rhyme, don't they? They sound the same. Goldfish, goldfish. What do you see?
I see a teacher looking at me.
Good reading. I think there's only a couple more pages. Teacher, teacher. What do you see? I see...
Children looking at me.
Oh my goodness, how many children are in that book?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my goodness, great counting, sister. We are all finished. Do you have this book at your house? No, you might not. Thanks for reading with me.